Hi all, I'm Ksenia Chernaya and you are watching the Pro Health channel. Today we are talking about a very interesting topic, the beauty of hair and nails. Let's imagine the situation that you wake up and see that there is a hair on your pillow. You comb your hair and the whole comb is covered in it. You wash it in the shower and all your hair is at the bottom of the shower stall. You blow dry your hair and all your hair is on the floor. The same thing can happen to the nails. They can break, they can be yellow or wavy. There can be white spots on the nails or all the lunulae can be gone. What does it mean? That your body is in a giant deficiency. It's not the norm, it doesn't happen in everyone. It's definitely the result of certain activities. If you had seen my hair when I was in high school, you would have known that hair quality is not genetic, just like I thought it was when I was in high school. But as soon as I got into nutritionology, I realized that absolutely any condition can and should be corrected. Of course, there is a genetic factor. We are not going to compare Russian people to African Americans and say that all hair is the same, but nevertheless, any hair quality can be improved. This applies to brittle hair, dry hair, and premature gray hair. Early gray hair is gray hair that appears before the age of 35-40. Many people also like to say that it's genetics, that their mother had early gray hair, their grandmother had early gray hair, but no one talks about what deficiencies their mother and grandmother had. So watch the video to the end and find out what are the causes of hair loss and how to fix this situation. In fact, there are two major reasons for hair loss. Let's start with the main reason, which applies to absolutely all of us, is the condition of the gastrointestinal tract and as follows the deficiencies. If you have low gastric acidity, you have poor absorption of protein, iron, vitamin B12, copper, zinc, vitamin C. There are all vitamins and minerals that your hair and nails depend on. You can eat a lot of protein and pounds of apples, thinking you are making up for protein and iron deficiencies, but none of this is going to happen if you have a problem with your digestive system. What are some symptoms that indicate a gastrointestinal problem? If you experience headburn, belching, stomach pain after eating, bad breath, pain in the right and left subcostal area, bloating, gas, flatulence, constipation, or diarrhea. All that indicates that first of all, you need to figure out which part of the gastrointestinal tract is malfunctioning. It could be low acidity in the stomach, stagnant bile, insufficient production of pancreas enzymes, so that all this undigested food goes into the intestines where an overgrowth of opportunistic flora takes place. Of course, the quality of hair and nails depends on the vitamins and minerals that you have in your body. At the same time, you cannot drink some multi-complexes, which supposedly fit absolutely everyone. At best, nothing will change for you, or there will be small improvements while you take this complex. In most cases, you will not see any results at all, because the vitamins will not be absorbed by the malfunctioning gastrointestinal tract either. What should you do then? You need to figure out what will help you. Someone needs to restore acidity and take extra collagen. Some needs to restore bile flow and take fat-soluble vitamins like A and D. Some need to restore acidity and take extra B vitamins. This is the principle you need to consider when making your individual diet. After all, most of deficiencies you have, in addition to gastrointestinal problems, occur because you don't eat enough of the foods you need. Your diet is usually extremely poor. You are not getting enough protein, you are not getting enough fats or the right carbohydrates. You are not getting enough fiber, enough vitamins and minerals. In order to properly adjust your diet, you must also understand what your body is lacking. Maybe you lack iron and then you need to add byproducts. Maybe you lack vitamin B12 or calcium and you need to add sesame, dark green vegetables and herbs. This is the only way to compose an individual diet. The second most important cause of hair loss is insulin resistance. This is especially true for those who have various types of alopecia. Those who have alopecia knows that you check such a hormone called dihydrotestosterone. What does dihydrotestosterone do? It weakens the hair follicles and your hair begins to fall out faster. But it's not the dihydrotestosterone itself that interests us the most, but the enzyme that triggers the formation of dihydrotestosterone. This enzyme is called 5-alpha reductase. What increases this enzyme? It's insulin resistance. This is when you have an excessive amount of carbohydrates in your diet. When you have a split meal, you are snacking cookies, chocolate bars, rolls. You have a lot of baked goods and pasta in your diet. You should check your blood glucose and insulin levels. The optimal insulin value is 4 to 6. Your fasting glucose level should not be higher than 5. If you see elevated values, it means you have elevated glucose and insulin levels. Your cells become tolerant to them. By doing so, you increase the enzyme 5-alpha reductase, which increases dihydrotestosterone levels, and so your hair falls out. In fact, insulin resistance is a very complex condition, the consequences of which are very severe and complicated. This applies to polycystic ovarian syndrome, cardiovascular disease, gut, and absolutely different health problems. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like this video if it was helpful to you, and before I say goodbye, I'll answer the most frequently asked questions I get on Instagram. Hi Ksenia, are there any special shampoos, masks, balms, what you can put on top of your hair that will help me to maintain the hair beauty and health? Unfortunately no, I always say that I have only one natural shampoo, I don't use any conditioners or masks at all. Because the beauty of hair and nails starts from within. No masks will help you if you have protein deficiency, iron and vitamin B deficiency. You can rub anything you want, but it won't do you any good. You might want to ask me about nicotinic acid. I was about to do that. So a lot of girls buy nicotinic acid or vitamin B3 in drugstores and rub it into their hair. It's good if you don't burn your hair skin and you do it carefully so you can just feel the burning sensation. This happens because nicotinic acid and vitamin B3 improve circulation, but our main task is not to improve blood circulation only externally, but our task is to improve it from within. So you have to make sure that you are not deficient in vitamin B3 in your body instead of just rubbing it into your hair. Are there any other factors besides nutrition that affect the quality of hair? Of course, it's stress. That's why a lot of people lose their hair after stress. That's why, by the way, they fall out after having a baby and within 2 weeks after it's normal. Usually hair starts to fall out after 2 months after childbirth. This is just when the stress of childbirth reaches your body and your hair starts to fall out. This can apply to any stressful situation. Why? Because the stress hormone cortisol increases the enzyme alpha reductase, which increases dihydrotestosterone levels. So if you are chronically stressed and you have hair loss at the same time, you need to manage the stress as well. Can you give some advice that will work for almost everyone in terms of hair and nail beauty? The most important advice and the most important thing to have 100% success is to work with your digestive system. If you analyze your gastrointestinal tract, understand which section is falling and work with that, then you will start to absorb macronutrients, micronutrients, and you will see your hair start to grow back. So again, thank you for watching to the end. Subscribe to our channel not to miss the new video. I'm Ksenia Chernaya and this is Pro Health Channel, the only channel on YouTube on healthy nutrition, not for losing weight but for staying healthy.